starts the dominant, right? So the whole point of this first movement is to get to the tonic G. We're in G major. Um, so it starts on the dominant, very common at this time. That 5-1 relationship is really important. Um, so it gives it a nice sound. So it goes a lot of times from 5 to 1. So the 5 to the G, and then continues ascending from there. Um, continues ascending stepwise. So again, here with the E, the rhythm's the same. It's just the pitches are um, up by 1, and then it leads to the tonic, as you can see right there. Tonic in the octaves. After we reach this high point of the tonic, melody naturally wants to go back down. So we use retrograde, which is a form analysis term. Retrograde is when the rhythms invert from each other. So instead of ascending eighth notes, we have descending eighth notes. These descending eighth notes act as a way to go back to almost the tonic, not quite, because the melody is not done yet. We see this setup through this grace note B to the A is definitely not the tonic. So after this A, we go from the B and these eighth notes, and sets up nicely for the melody to come back again. Very similar to the first 8 bars. And again, with the retrograde. This time we see retrograde in the bass clef. And as well, we see it again with the melody all over here. And it goes back to tonic or do. With the melody, this is very easy pattern to follow. For the bass line, it starts out very, there's not a lot going on in the bass line. See all these dotted half notes just going. But we see a bit more action after the first time the melody is played with these quarter notes, and eventually it's the eighth notes, which gives it a bit more activity in the piece. And I think it sets up nicely for what is to come next. But I also want to touch on these running quarter notes. As we can see, they either descend, go up and down, go up, down, and then like over here in this last measure, we see this jump. This is like one of the only major jumps we really see from the B to the D, or excuse me, from the D octave. You see that many times, but like the only time we see the bass go anywhere like non-stepwise really, as like maybe over here, is from this octave D, which is also again the tonic, which is funny because we start, or not the tonic, sorry, the dominant. So it's funny because we actually start on the dominant. Interesting that relationship. Um, but yeah, this whole first part is playing with the 5-1 relationship, and I think Bach does a really great job of having the listener really hear that strong cadence. I'm going to play it a little bit for you right now. Also, you can hear those embellishments too. It makes it a lot more ornate. Okay,